Welcome back to the channel, buddy, and I hope you're doing fine. We continue playing Rogue Trader. I believe
Keep your wits about
there's
you.
not much left. A couple of quests here, there, and I guess we will be finished with this one. Even though the game is really damn good, I will keep telling that I like this kind of games, but sometimes you can be tired of games, of some of the games. I would like to see what's going on with this guy. What can you tell me? Majestic metal statue is frozen in menacing combative pose. Oh. Okay. I'm registering residual traces of paper combustion inside the cogitator casing. Did they fuel the repository of knowledge with books? Might be. What's that thingy thing? Handprints and footprints indicate that the locals have turned the sacred engine tank into something like a ritual form. Okay. What the hell is going on here? Pascal, I recognize the pattern of the chants. They are imitating a reactor shutdown video. Oh. Something simply ordered the spirit of this machine to die.
I always keep my options open.
The bay was breached from the inside. Traces of scaling suggest the use of melted charge. Tribesman. Okay. So we definitely need to talk to you guys here. Chief Kestis. The lean, hunchbacked man studies you with his piercing gaze. One of his eyes look you up and down, the other has been replaced by a bulky augmentic. Ancient and adorned with a gold, but is deactivated for some reason. He states in a dry voice, the ghosts of nothingness have entered the deck of the Azgen tribe. I greet your tribe, we come in peace. The man shrugs indifferently. His voice is tingled with sympathy. It does not matter. You are ghost. Take a closer look at man. Midget. Sorry. Middle-aged man carries a potential coil on his shoulder after the manner of tech priests. It is held in place by straps and is not connected to anything. Its weight has given him a hunchback. One of his arms has been replaced by exquisite tech-stripe augmentic, but the quills and style are incredibly dull. I thought they have been scraped against bare rock. And the limb's servomotor is dormant. The sight of the mangled augmentic electrics is pained grimace from Pascal. I am registering evidence of precious true flesh being operated in unacceptable conditions. The markings indicate that this sacred metal was fashioned many centuries ago on blessed Mars. Putting it to such crude and careless use is an insult to Omnissiah. Who are you? The undertakers of the world that expired in the great discontinuity of the cycles. The mourners holding an eternal requiem of the universe. Fascinated by the answer, Pascal says quietly, let the cycle be discontinued. A man smiles. Yeah, I think. It was discontinued a long time ago. Yeah, they definitely a little bit off, yeah? Do you believe the world has perished? This statement is true. The world ceased to exist a very long time ago. It turned to nothingness, to ashes. All that left are these ruins, the last shard of the universe. It's sent off. Uh, what do you think destroyed the universe? The unthinkable was wrought. The cycle was discontinued. The tribesman mind is full of most unenlightened superstition? Yeah, superstition. Why does this unit seemingly no less than some primitive barbarian? Is mm, is that good or bad? Neither. It just happened. But it was grievous event and we grieve. Is it why you call us ghosts? Yes, there is only nothingness outside the ship. Sometimes it spits out ghosts born out of world's ashes and they wander in. The sight of you saddens us. We mourn you. Alas, there is nothing we can do to help you, since you do not exist. Okay, I see. The man sighs and makes a sign with his hand that is vaguely reminds of the tech priest gesture of ward of evil. Pascal, what do you make of these people? Hypothesis. The primitive community is made up of descendants of low-ranking technomans who once served this deck. A name Asken. Asken? Um, derives from category AC Gen. AC stood of the Acolyte category, which serviced the main deck. Gen referred to the service staff who was assigned general, was a post of specialized maintenance duties. Yeah, the man looked at you and Pascal with indifference. He does not seem to have understood a single word. How do you survive here and what do you do? We hold a vigil of all the existence and the spirits of the mechanisms give us water, food and nutrient mix. We thank them for with rights of machine servicing and maintenance. So command the great entity. I am registering multiple deviations from the categorism of maintenance and operation and action of these units. Hypothesis: a breaches of sacred instructions do not stem from the malicious lapse into heresy. They are consequence of the right having been lost to memory. Grave heresy, but not as profane. The voice from Vox is full of sorrow and reproach. Who or what is the great entity? The supreme deity, the spirit of wisdom and revelation. It bears the name Marnat. Oh, I guess we found our evil guy here, yeah? The name grabs Pascal's attention. He says sternly, I'm registering a meaningful linguistic pattern requesting all available information on Marnat. Amaranth. Amarnath. Or whatever the guy we're looking for name. Marnat is a divine being of great wisdom. It was this great wisdom that discontinued the cycle. And all who had partaken of it lapsed into nothingness. We never partook of the wisdom, which is why we exist, and I have nothing to tell you about it, Ghost. Okay. You talk to us, your kind folk do not. Why? I'm the fabricator general. My shoulders bear the sacred burden of leadership. The man shifts his shoulder bent under the potential coil resting upon them. The others fear as ghosts can carry the living away into nothingness, but I am protected by Monarch's Greats. Pascal roars like a blaring alarm of extractor fabricator general. I'm registering heresy. The man listened to the tech priest's outburst without flinching. The universe must have a fabricator general, the supreme priest of the Omnissiah. There is none other to hold that title, therefore it is mine. Have you seen anything unusual lately? The echo of old crime has heard beneath the ar archiving vaults of our home. The tribesman nods at you gloomily. A ghost of nothingness walked among us, of like appearances to you but without a face. He spoke words that must not be spoken, and then pretended penetrated the chamber of observers. And our abode was shaken by the wrath of the gods for days, and we felt as thought we were drifting through the nothingness. Pascal lowers his head and says quietly, "This is him, my mentor, Amaranth." What did he look like? His brow bore the mark of sorrow and past misdeed, and his voice was like sipping sand. Was he alone? No, other ghosts walked with him, but he alone had a mind and a will. The others did not did his bidding. Okay. What is the chambers of observers? An adobe of deities and mighty spirits scheduled from mortals. The man points towards the entrance to the lift shaft. Down this great tube, they used the descent to the mortals. Now they have, sorry, now they have retired to the house of observers. He, the calm and keen-sighted, there to remember the mourn of the world that once was. The unit has given us a distorted description of the observatorium, the bay that housed the Hermeticos Bridge. Here, under the grand dome of Glascrete, the wisest hierarch of the Adeptus Mechanicus would spend time in reflections and strive to discern the omniscient guiding signs of the glitter the glitter of the stars. Pascal hesitates and adds worryingly, correction, this data is hypothesis. An archive search yield no confirmation of this data. My possession of it is an anomalous cognitive fluctuation. I guess it is not, Pascal. I want to get in abandon this thought. Your kind can't go there. A great tube was made for the travels of gods, not mortals. Only one who has the blessing of breath, the great spirit who rules this deck, may approach the great tube. But even such one will have tried in vain. For the great tube spirits have sealed its gate and will only open it to those who know the divine word. And the Rust race ensures that humans don't seal the word. They'll make short work of any sea. Who is the spirit of breath? The master of this deck, the second most important god after Mount. Mortals cruelly betrayed his trust once, and he hasn't talked to them or protected them since. Perf only to ever answer the shaman's invocations and only occasionally at that. The tribesman profanes speculations most likely describe an important machine spirit that remains awake. Requesting a conversation with the unit identified as shaman. Divine word? What divine word? Words command all of the existence. The gods rule the universe using the words of power. There was a time when mortals too were granted knowledge of them, but that time died along with the world. Hypothesis: the term divine word refers to a command litany. Thorough understanding of situation aboard the Hermetica will allow me to select the correct litany and recite it to the mechanisms that are still operational. We will try it, Pascal. What are the rust wraith? The man points at one of the motionless statues, the ancient ones, the servants of the god. They used to be the gods' great warriors, now the gods' peace of the universal cemetery. And see to it that mortals don't challenge the divine order. Don't change or don't challenge. I've missed that part. The Skitari, the dead god. These immortal servants are an elite detachment of the crew blessed with the most ancient and wondrous augmentic enhancements. They could survive in sleeping state for centuries, even after a brief pause. Whispers comes from his walks. Their presence here is unusual. Typically, the immortal only leave the storage chapel on the special order from the bridge. So how did the faceless ghost get me? He knew the secret. The spell was not of divine origin. It was power surpassed that of the gods. It was born in the mystery depths of the irregularity, and soon after the mortal first uttered it, the words was no more. Pascal waves a Mecandrate at him in annoyed dismissal and say impatiently, "The blessed Amaranth can command any mechanism on the ship. The indoctrinity heresy utters by the unit is unworthy of attention." Your guess, your guess are amazingly spot on, Pascal. The tech priest is taken back. He paused to think, then says with no great confidence, "The statement is false. Each of the hypotheses was logically deducted from our present situation." Yeah, sure. I see. God, don't seek to enter God's dove ghost. It is not place for you. Yeah, I must take my leave. Farewell, ghost. I hope nothingness summons you back into its embrace soon. Yeah. As soon as I will finish all this stuff here. This one seems to be still working. Yeah. Look at that. Ancient Servitor seems dead. The infrequent twitching of his head is only a glimmer of the life left in him. The numerous augmentic regalia embedded in the body of the servant of the Omnisa speak to his high standing and devoutness. Can you activate him, Pascal? Slap him and do whatever, Sherlock. The tech priest carefully touches the servitor wizard body with his Mecandrate's data spikes slide out of them and sink into the servitor's augmentic. Pascal Vox sounds through and thoughtful and slightly puzzled. I identified this unit as Magus Logis Hectodon 11. The unit received 7 commendations of advance in astrography recorded in the Fleet archive. The unit, he liked watching the star. He called them beacons left for us by the Omnisci. What? The servitor gives a jolt, raises his head, and fixes his augmentic eyes on you. The large black circles of his visors are cloudy and covered with scratches. A faint moan comes from the speaker of the servant's throat. Unit status operational. Unit identifies itself as no data available, error, malfunction. The Omnifier knows. Wow. Pascal sighs heavily. He is suffering. This unit is long past its operational life expectancy, but the particular ancient and sacred true flesh It was awarded for outstanding service to the fleet is still prolonging its years. Do you know him? The statement is false. This was not a statement. This was a question. Fucking hell, Pascal, you fucking calculator. My archives was no record of any encounters with this unit of any archive request concerning it. I just know, and I grieve. Pascal touches the servitor's pale skin covered in inky cacography. I have a strict feeling that Pascal is just a clone of this Saint Amaranta or whatever. Something like that. The traps people inscribed his body with the blessed manual of maintenance and repair. Hypothesis ignorant as to the true purpose of this litany, they perceived it as hell's replenishing magical spell. The brothers Hectodon 11th is the unit identifies itself as Pascal Honeyman. Can you hear me? Do you know me? Can you tell me what happened here? The jumble sounds comes from the servitors because as if very old man who has outlived his faculty of speech is trying to utter once familiar words now strange to him. Then suddenly a spark lights up his visor and utters with great strain. Executing functional all reserves capacities engaged in executing primary function. We would like to go up to observatorium. Request denied. The rattle in the servitor's voice could be easily mistaken for indignation. Access to the lift system denied. Service is in obscuratoria mode. What is an obscuratoria? An obscuratoria is a complete ban on holy ministry within the compound. Any and all sacred maintenance procedures are deferred until the ban is lifted. An obscuratoria is declared when a temple has been compromised by suspected corruption before a battle or in even of a major critical incident. Okay. This unit cannot select the appropriate countermanding order without knowing the exact reason obscuratoria was declared. Okay. And then leave. Then we need to...
Is there money to be made?
Then I guess... I doubt that you will be able to tell me something. Yeah. You are not the one who will provide me with some information. What the hell is that? This market does not follow fleet protocol. This constitutes a category 10 blasphemy. Okay, maybe this is some kind of
I always have a backup plan.
cycle discontinuing stuff. I don't know. What the hell is going on here? Can we talk to... No, I'm not saying anything. Text robs, man. Here is, yeah, here's absolutely nothing. Text trapsmans. The screen glows friendly. Got it. Yeah, okay. This is the exit. No, not yet.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Maybe some of those will tell me something. Okay, looks like it's not telling me anything in there. Kind of paranoia draws a crew to place the cannon platform here in the very heart of the ship. I don't know. Something definitely happened. Oh, here is a tech shaman. I'm registering evidence that wait. Volkite carbine was fired here. I'm registering the protocol violation, use of weapon or by adeptus mechanical soldier. Ah, stop it. Inside one of the ship's base. Now everything is clear. Battle was fought here, and during preparations for it, Amaranth declared the Observatorium off limits, even to fellow servants of the Omniscience, the Explorators. It was an internal conflict, and he expected his erstwhile tech comrades to become his enemies. Okay, tech shaman. Can you tell? We need to talk to this guy as well. The latex shaman looks up at you with dim eyes. He smells strongly of exhaust fumes. Exhaust, yeah? Have you come to speak to the great Breath Ghost? Breath will not speak your lesson tongue, but I can help. I can interpret. What? Interpret? Like translate? Something like that? Look at the shaman. The ancient barbarian's skin is covered in tattoos of mechanisms, as if the ink drawings of Cox could pass for actual augmented wireless, and wires and scraps of flex tubing are braided into his hairs, and as well as shards from broken data slate screen. Cogitator's circuit board hang out threads from his large ceremonial drum. I'm registering category 6, 7, and 8 blasphemies in this tribesman investment. Only enlightened tech priests are authorized to dismantle and interact with the bodies of sacred machines. And plating the skin is crude imitation of true flesh is profane mockery. It is how I venerate the iron spirits who have done their duty and passed into nothingness, Ghost. I do this in the hope that I might gain some of their wisdoms. This statement is false. I'm not registering any veneration. Who is Breath? Our deck's great patron spirit who protects it and watches over everything that happens on it. Breath used to be kind father to us until wicked people tricked him. That was when he disowned the mortals who lived here. He wiped the names of everyone who used to be under his patronage from his memory and no longer recognized their faces. Since then, Breath has been harsh and cruel-hearted master who is deaf to our prayers. Logistic test succeeded. Breath. Hypothesis. The barbarian using this debased designation to refer to prefect enumerator, and especially sacred cogitators served by all of the deck's junior machine spirits. I'm registering a category 6 blasphemy. The tribesman claims to communicate with it. Only enlightened adepts of the Omnisa are permitted to interact directly with the prefect enumerator. Hypothesis. The part of the legend speaks of disowning the mortals and forgetting their faces, describes the removal of access rights from the authorized unit. For reason unknown, the prefect enumerator was ordered to cease accepting commands from outsiders. How do you talk to Breath? The tech shaman raises the roaring mechanical sensor and inhales a lung full of aromatic exhaust fumes. The tribesman's eyes glow dim and he puts his hand on his drum. His fingers strike the tautix synthetic leather with remarkable deftness and rhythm, like this. Pascal frowns and says darkly, I'm registering cutting blast it. Lineman, this blessed smoke is meant for the sacred machines, not your lungs. Then Tech Priest falls silent and listens carefully before uttering in astonishment. This primitive melody is a language, our language. A variety of rhythms based tech vernacular in which meaning is created by the length of the pause between the signals. Ulfa. The Iron Priest of Furnace can speak Binaric using flutes, drums, and bone rattles. Some of the rituals they use to appease machine spirits loosen the sound of the vox. Interesting. We have come to plead for Pref's benevolence. Every word you say is accompanied by the series of quick drum taps in a complex choppy rhythm. Crackling comes in response from the vox hidden somewhere inside the wall. The tech shaman tilts his head and says, "The great Pref would like to know who is speaking to him." The prefect enumerator is running an identification procedure. Given existing data on the machine spirit's refusal to follow orders within the chain of command, I predict that standard identifiers will be assigned a low priority. Um... Current too much information. No. It is not a good idea. Line said that you are authorized inspector from the Flicks Conclave. Introduce yourself formally, Pascal. This unit is Magos Explorator Pascal Hahnemann, a member of Cognizance Flint, presenting doctrinal compliance and algorithmical obedience certificates. The indicator on Pascal neural coded data glows. New data lights up Pascal nospheric aura that no layperson can see. Tech Shaman translates Pascal words into quick taps on his drum and dangling circuit boards jingling dramatically. He inhales the aromatic exhaust of the roaring sensors, listens carefully, and says in a strained voice, Perf asks why he should treat your words with respect and not scorn them. Eh? Pascal's voice becomes dry and bristly. This machine spirit is requesting to know the unit's access privileges. I refuse to submit to strangers will without complete compelling reason. Thank you succeeded. Machine spirit can be capricious and undisciplined. After years without sanctified maintenance, this one may have forgotten all about obedience. Normally, in case like this, Tech Priest would bring the wayward spirit to its senses with a shock from an electrical prod or blow from a wrench. Blow from a wrench, yeah, accompanied by the litany of uninterruptible obedience. Yeah, just smack him. mm. Mm. Yeah, I think show force is in order to show this machine its place. Come on, Pascal. Slap that fucker. Yeah. This statement is true. Pascal extends a hand towards the machine, which is enveloped in showers of sparks. The crack in the Tech Priest's armor respiration shines bright green. There is still in his voice, my powers is my authorization. Acknowledge it or you will regret it, wayward spirit. Ulfa clutches his charm with one hand and his battle-ready weapon with the other. You hear him whisper, densely. Spirit wolf, shield my soul from the terrors of the warp and the ear of the angered spirits. Tech shaman shouts out in fear and shakes his drum frantically. Breath acknowledges your power, Ghost. He does. He asks why you seek his friendship. Hypothesis: perfect enumerator request is to be interpreted as what is the purpose of your visit. Yeah. Mm, uh, yeah, you know the answer yourself, Pascal. I have come to discontinue the cycle. A great breath does not recognize your name or your face. He will not grant you his friendship and bid you to leave. Oh. The perfect reaction is anomalous. Such disregard for regalia can only be explained by protocol, significantly an extreme degree of danger to the vessel. Okay. Pascal, unblock the lift. As it is first pronouncement, this unit declares that no security threat to the highest observatorium is present. As it the second pronouncement, this unit orders the operation of the lift system to be restored. As its third pronouncement, this unit confirms the authorization to issue that order. Units hierarchical rank not recognize authorization to give order unconfirmed awaiting confirmation. This unit is not part of the Hermetico chain of command. I must introduce itself to the ship system of confirmation of its authority. Okay, so maybe here again, I don't know. Bleed the ghost. Tell him you are a missile discontinuing. Will it change anything? Risk, no, yeah, the privileges. Are you sure? Yeah, point to the surrounding ruins. Are you sure this is not a compelling reason? The hypothesis is of merit. This unit is conducting a rescue mission in which the safety of Archmagus rank unit is at stake. Requesting emergency authorization. Pref requires why you are here seeking friendship. Yeah. Tell it something profound and spiritual and invoke them. I'm fulfilling my sacred duty of the service to the machine god. I intend to protect this blessed ship and the service of the Amnesa on board it. You speak, but the Great Prophet isn't convinced that should listen. He chooses to remain deaf and indifferent. Okay, I still would like. Do we even need this, guys? The statement as well. The idioms is a distinctive vernacular most likely only used by the ship's crew. It is intuitively familiar to this unit, but not intelligible. Okay. Altering too much information to an unknown entity is not a good idea. Lions says that you are an authorized inspector from the fleet's conclave. This unit is Tech Nuncio sent by Supreme Conclave of the Cognizance Fleet to investigate presented code Regalia. Why he should be our friend. The machine spirit is a question. Yeah. The privileges. You are eminent and venerable Magus. It cannot ask for more than that. It wouldn't dare. By my power of the Magus Explorator, decorated with 1 great promotions and an entitlement of Category 3 Sacred Augmentation, as well as likely one of the Archive ordinated tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus aboard the void ship, I appoint myself this vessel's supreme hierarch. Why you asking the French? We already okay. Yeah, tell him that you are on the mission from Amaranth. Following the orders of my mentor Archmagus Amaranth, and correcting a mistake made decades ago. Does not recognize your name. Yeah, I guess. I can only guess that we won't be able to
Let us not dawdle.
do anything, at least for now. The you? No, not you. Do we have anyone else here to talk to? Something should be done, I believe, with this one. No? No. Really damn interesting. I have a feeling that I'm missing someone.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Someone somewhere. This barbarian sour intelligence ship supply some really because of yeah. Blasphemy, 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 blasphemy. We've checked all of those already. Blasphemy, this one not working. The beans, text tribesman.
Keep your wits about you.
I don't know, I spent maybe 10 minutes more like searching everything around here. And I still have a strict suspicion that we need to do something about those. I don't know, Messiah discontinue, maybe with Force. I guess the Force variant is one of them. Statements through my powers, my authorization, yeah, spiritual shield, acknowledges your power. Oh my goodness. Let the second be discontinue again. Oh, there's a controller so to activate the lift. Oh my goodness, I've spent like maybe 15 minutes more here just to find the correct way to talk to this freaking spirit. Okay. The prefect enumerator has stated that he knows my name and is familiar with my power. He respects my mission and grants me a place within the crew chain of command. Your work here is done, Binaric interpreter. I remember this language now, or more precisely, this unit used to know it, and now it remembers having known it. Oh my god. I'm registering an anomaly. The data exchange deviated from the standard registration procedure. The prefect enumerator was commanded to limit the number of people who have clearance to issue order, including even high-ranking tech priests from the other ship. It was tasked with defending the observatorium as if under siege. Our mutual introduction rather resembled the exchange of secret passwords. Oh, this was awful. Pascal, show him the prefect and enumerator's authorization that confirms your right to give orders. Hypothesis: as soon as the lift going up to the observatorium is operational, we will be attacked. The deck god will activate and attack us, requesting confirmation of readiness of combat. Yeah, dude. Regala identified, agreed the vulnerable Magos and will execute the order presently. Lift system activated. The Servitors' last word are drowned out by heroin screech of the rolls across the deck. Several shrill voices will. Security perimeter breach. Yeah, for them, and those guys will come alive. Yeah. That's fine. There is nothing that we cannot beat. Like, we showed so many times that we can, like, destroy everything. 300 HP? That's not a lot, guys. Definitely gonna need a little bit more to deal with us. Okay, Henrix. Echo, move away to the side, please. Henrix here. Echo, you will be here. Ulfa, stay there. Solomon. 1, 2, 3, here. Gulaker is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Always good. Kasyam. Let's put you here. 2, 3. Yeah, that's good. And Lord Captain. I don't know. Let's put you 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Huh? Where's Cassia? Oh, it was Cassia. I need Lord Captain now. Yeah. Pascal. Oh yeah. You as well. Pascal. Oh my god. Okay. Well, relay. Everyone have a. Yeah, okay. Let's move. Plasma arc weapon.
Another scar for my collection.
Oh, and run and gun. Oh, blade. Ooh. Extensive modification. Nah, it's not doing a lot.
Is that all you've got?
Okay. I need you later. Wait.
Let's test our skills, Glato.
Yeah. And now I can do something like that.
No heretic escapes punishment. Target eliminated. Understood.
Okay. Plasma
A
pistols.
colossal mistake.
Run and gun. 2 shots.
Skitya! My Karamatide is strong! A born predator does not become
You know,
prey!
they're doing not much damage, but they're doing it constantly. But yeah, still, it's clearly not enough. Because as soon as Cassia and Legrand will have it done, that's it. Okay, Henrix,
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
you're done. Let's speed up.
I won't object to it.
Yeah, it's a speed up. Movement points, agility, and AP. Yeah.
For the throne's glory.
let's have the strength. Is it reduced? I don't know, but already like a lot. 26 strength and toughness. Yeah, nice. Oh,
Go on,
we
beast.
can actually do some damage.
Me? If you insist,
Later.
Lord Captain.
Be better. Now, let's start
I am a
doing some
navigator,
damage.
not a servitor.
1 and 2. Almost. Unfortunately, I cannot. Okay, let's cast this guy. And we can. I don't know.
That is foolishness.
Curse you again. Let's go.
Your Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Can do area attack. Like that. Yeah, I can do it.
My vow is to serve.
No, I cannot. Nah, let's do the area attack first.
Combat is an equation.
1,
Your life is a negligible
2.
variable. Your Messiah condemns you.
Now we can do like that. Yep. Some noise damages. Let's swing once.
None can my hand.
Oh my
Is
goodness.
thunder.
Amount
My
of damage.
strike is ruin. So it shall
Punch.
be.
And come on.
The
You can do
wolf is on the hunt.
Noise. Now.
See how the wolf succeeds.
2, 12 shots. Only this guy, yeah? Or those. Nah. Let's shut. Nice. Why you don't have all of the ammunition? Okay.
Cubs play.
Reload. Not sure why it happened. Region. And we can actually use some heals. Nice. General amount of heals is enormous. 1, 2. Now we can. I guess now we cannot. But I can send Echo here. Yeah.
Your turn.
Go do some perplexed.
Do my bidding.
Perplexation. 1,
Go on, beast.
2. And now we can actually. No, I don't mind to move slightly closer.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
This guy. No, he's not done yet. Okay, you can go there.
I'll see to it personally.
Some protection. This one is such an overpowered stuff. 15 momentum, removes all negative effects, 22 temporary wounds, 16 armor for deflection to the wearer and their allies until the end of the combat. My god.
I'll
This
make
thing
it
is
happen.
so overpowered.
If I may.
I wouldn't mind to finish
Isn't this
this
a job
battle.
for the another foe painted black?
One.
Do not
and-
dare ask.
Okay. Fortunately, I can.
Me?
There
If
you
you
go.
insist, Lord Captain.
And we
I'm
can
not
move
accustomed
someone.
to being ordered
Come
around.
on. Yeah, good boy. Now, what we can do, actually, is
Here's
give
my
Katsu some additional
perfect
attacks.
moment.
This ability is as well too freaking overpowered. Like, and we will kill everything
Step
here.
aside. The navigator is coming.
One,
I am a
Two.
navigator.
3. And we have another one. We can, with Cassia, give additional turn to the ground. That's it.
I always keep my options open.
Freaking hell, yeah. That was the wait a minute. What's your archetype? Operative, I guess. Whenever the wielder hits the target with an arc rifle, they also hit a creature in tussle radius around the main target. Person cannot over-penetrate. Critical damage increased by 30%. Whenever the wielder hits the target with an arc rifle, they also age to critical. Yeah, okay. Wait a minute. Why is it repeated a couple of times? Rage 9, 30 armor penetration. Critical damage 25, critical damage 30. Pistol radius is a... What? Okay. I guess never mind. We won't be using, unfortunately. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play. To play this game one more time just for myself with other guys. Definitely. Caused by this weapon affects a target. What? Plasma explosion caused by this weapon affects targets in tussles radius. The type of damage dealt to each target aside from the wielder is taken as warp damage. Nah. I should have sent it to...
I always have a backup
Yeah,
plan.
fine. Screw it. And this guy left. Take everything we can. To cargo. And let's go. I wonder what's about to happen. And I don't know. I can only Eliminator Servitor. Inquisition. Oh, then I guess we can. We can understand this one. I have a feeling that our final boss will be the Inquisitor by himself. Brass Whisper. The face of Tech Priest standing opposite is hidden behind a brass mask. Rather than being one piece, it's assembled from the fragments of many augmentics. You have met this man before. He's called Brass Whisperer. A member of Lord Inquisitor Kalkazar's retinue. Yeah, of course, Kalkazar. There you are, Tech Brother. Brass Whisperer voice is rasping. Punctuated, his gaze is turned towards Pascal. The solitary procedure will be performed and the identification codes verified after the priority request has been executed. Tell me where the blessed Amarant is. Pascal's voice clanks like steel. Cracked chuckle comes from behind the mask. You still don't understand? You are from the Kalkazar's retinue. Do you have anything to do with this? Marginally, he used to play a major part in this story, not anymore. This meeting is held upon my initiative. Brass Whisper surveys the Inquisition soldier and warriors of Amnesia standing motionless. That said, am still under the protection of the Lord Inquisitor and the Cognizance Fleet. Keep that in mind. I don't fucking care. Local spoke of a ghost without face. Did they mean you? Response affirmative. In order to move to the Hermetico out of the procession of the dump, we had to disturb the pitiful locals. What's going on? We intended to discontinue the cycle. Is that not obvious? Speak up or I will rip your memories out along with the Ferrum Sanctum implanted in your brain. What do you know about Amaranth? I know everything. We're looking for him and we want the answers. Looking? How absurd. Your luck. The very concept of what you are looking for, layman. You expect to find a man and Amaranth never was one. He was never one person. The Amaranth Collective was created by a group of tech priests who renounce individually and merge into a hive mind, a mind that reasoned algorithmically. Oh my goodness! But was guided by the principles and algorithmically. Why I cannot? Have you ever seen those memes in Instagram when the people absolutely cannot pronounce stuff? Yeah, like that was the woman who was holding the avocado and she was like grape, plum, banana, like everything. This is actually what's happening with me right now. Oh. Okay, algorithmically, but was guided by the principles and convictions of the righteous spirit as super ego that brought them one step closer to the omnicide. You're looking for Archmagus Amaranth, you say. He has been by your side all this time. He's the Archmagus Amaranth, yeah. This statement is false. The hypothesis is without as the cycle coils in multitudinous loops, it intersects with itself and locks us in a cage of data woes. Pascal's shoulders are struck by the motive force itself. Mehandrites rise like steel wings behind his shoulders. The voice from his voice takes on otherworldly profundity and power, and therefore the cycle must be discontinued. Pascal turns his gaze to you, his pupils burning bright with celestial fire. A single word escapes from his voice: restoration. I still don't quite understand. No, I understand that Pascal is part of this hive mind. Yeah, I don't understand this one, but what's the big catch? Cognitive reconstruction mechanism activated. The memory is awakening inside you. Brass whisper is shaken by violent coughing fit when he shouts ferociously, "Remember!" The Amaranth Collective was designed to be philosopher and researcher. A concept he produced were so powerful that they almost destroyed the Cognizance Fleet. But then they faced an unsolvable dilemma. And that was the Amaranth came apart. The 6 constituent servants of the Omnisci hid their own memories from themselves behind the false personas and were sent off to various parts of the current expanse. They went into hiding. Each had to live in solitude for many decades, accumulating individual observation before eventually bringing that experience back to a reunited Amaranth, who would tackle the dilemma once more. That would be the restoration. Sorrow echoes in Pascal's inhuman voice. The years have slipped through my fingers like sand. It was such a long time ago. Your companion looks overwhelmed and pensive. Um... So the tech priests of the name Hunaman are all part of Amran? Yes, 6 mental keynotes. The man's was paranoia after the separation. Oh, I remember something. The man something familiar. After the separation, he sensed that his memory was a web of lies, and that feeling drove him to the depths of madness. Tarsus was faith, fairly and unyielding. Axiomantha was logic, unconcluded by emotion or value judgments. Abel was her good twin imagination. He did not know his past just like the others, but he felt more than they did. He was always different. That was why he was first to get close to the restoration. One of the first. Pascal was judgment, the moderator of the cognitive process, the one who makes the decision. Pascal's voice rises to the vault of the observatorium and rumbles beneath it like thunder. And Niel. The brass mask starts to unlock with a hissing sound. The augmentic bend back, revealing the face disfigured by burns, a woman's face with a pair of darkly radiant, vibrant eyes. Skepticism, the one who doubts. Okay, understandable. I guess. Did Armand believe he could form again? The plan sounds risky. Neil, the restoration was statistically calculated on the level beyond your comprehension, layman. You're calling me layman, yeah? Okay. Remembered. Billions of variables were taken into the accounts. Countless scenarios went into the development of optimal strategies. Two armored units meeting each other was inevitable certainty. The matching identifiers were to be a spark that would start a chain reaction, and that was precisely what happened. A ringing brightness enters Pascal's voice. We were motivated by the perfect stimulant, curiosity, and anxiety, shame. Each part of us was hostage to the legend of betrayal it had committed, for suffering drove us to search and strive. What was the dilemma? Its name was Eschatos. The secret of the right of putting the machine spirit to death, a technology embodying the discontinuing of the cycle. It was meant to exist? Or was it the acme of profanity against the Omnissiah and his creation? Pascal continues brass whisper speech in lofty tone. Echatos was the perfect weapon against creations of the Omnissiah that has been corrupted by the enemies, but also against his faithful servants. Its spread could bring victory to the Imperium, or it could destroy it. Echatos could spell the end of the Adeptus Mechanicus, for it was the perfect answer to the power wielded by the cult of the machine god. It was blessing or curse. There was no answer, Neil says. Provocations was unacceptable, and so ways was found to shelve the issue. Brass Whisper gives raspy sighs. And I found the answer. Echatos should not exist. We will correct our mistake. What's Echatos? The power of machine negotiation, a nospheric signal that interrupts any and all life created by Omnissiah. The green flash runs along the crack in the Pascal's respirator. The power that I used to tap into unconsciously. Shared knowledge lay dormant inside the mind of every Amaranth unit. You tried to decipher the other humans' neurocogitators, did you not? But to no avail. It was you who created the cipher that locked Amaranth's memory. You are the main hunter. You tried to kill the other humans? I guess, yes. Neil, this statement is true. It was admitted into the Lord's Inquisitor's retinue that and authorized to study a dangerous artifact taken from Amrand. I tried to exert some kind of influence on me, but my data wolves protected me, Neil. When the man touches her sacred face. A short circuit awakened some of my memories. I conducted an analysis solved by a traitor's dilemma and began to act. My agents all but terminated Tarsus, but he hid under an armor of martyrdom and insanity. An attempt of intercept Pascal on Altar Templum Calix X-17 failed because Abel has summoned him. The assassins caught up to him at the Rykard Minor starport, but he was able to escape again. Another group went after Abel, only to perish in Electro Priest Monastery. Oh, I do remember all of those. You dispatched Dements, who had lapsed into heresy. Axiomantha simply disappeared until she suddenly turned up depth on Eretis 2. I have no idea how she managed to hide from me. Idiot, Kalkazar was harboring Axiomantha the whole time she was working for him. I'm registering a lie. Lord Inquisitor shared my convictions that Amaranth's legacy had to be destroyed. He was summoned to the Coronax Expanse by loyal members of Cognizant's fleet in order to depose Amaranth. It was his troops that attacked Hermetico in an attempt to obliterate our schematics creation. Pascal. So that was how you got on board the ship and into the observatory, Neil. Our treacherous tech comrades gave Kalkazar the access codes to the bridge, and he gave them to you. Acute conviction vibrates in Pascal's voice, and he makes these quiet statements of fact. He is not asking questions, he is passing the judgment. You were deceived, sister. Kalkazar appropriated our work. He continued our research no longer bound by the Omnissiah canon. And you enabled him to, by destroying those who could return and reclaim his bloodied prize. Lies. Something you have not heard before creeps into the Neil's voice, a note of fear. You betrayed your brothers and sisters. Such an act is unforgivable. With a mixture of pain and pride, Bros Whisper replies, "We are choose the path of martyrdom. I merely helped them reach the supreme goal at the end of the path." Neil's voice is imperiously metallic. "Tech brother, I offer you a chance to yield peacefully to a fate that will please the Omnissiah. Do not resist your termination and you will pass into oblivion as my friend and fellow believer." Pascal replies sweeps Neil's words away like an August of wind. His optical wizard turns blind blue. "No, tech sister. Refraining from resistance was never our way. I am explorator, a recognator of knowledge. I have brought fire to 100 walls. I have gleaned 1,000 secrets in the darkness. I am an agent on unbridled will. I will not yield to oblivion, for oblivion itself fears me." Yeah, smile at Neil. "This is my companion, Pascal, and you made a mistake meddling with him. You wanted me to awaken Tech Sister? Here I am, holding you to account. Neil disfigures lips twist and seeds of dismay sprouts in her voice. I lured you here for a reason, Pascal. I wanted you to see what our followers have become. This is what deviation from dogma ends. Breach of canon begets ignorance. Ignorance begets blasphemy. All we did was breed corruption, schism. Remember when they came to depose us? We resisted them and destroyed the ship. A sacred relic, an Arch Mechanicus, older than our priesthood itself. Here in this hall, we released a charters and allowed an unconscionable heresy to happen. Do you remember? Do you remember how you got your cleft jaw? Pascal looks thoughtful and he touches the crack running across his armored respiration. A green spark runs through the deep gash left by an enemy's weapon in the metal. And it suffocated for you to merely show up in the expanse again, for the scheme to rear its head once more. The Cognizance fleet is already being torn apart by fractal war. Is this what we wanted? Let us finish this. Let us discontinue the cycle. Now the words of one who once called herself Brass Whisper sound more like a plea. The voice that answered her is no human voice. It could belong to a giant void ship or forge wall, if they could speak. You violated procedure, skepticism. You usurped the function of another. You challenge only. You do not make decision. I do. You are right, Pascal. You are decision maker. Pascal extends McKenna right towards Neil and pronounced, Tech Sister, my judgment for you and your actions is one of the condemnation. Tampering with procedure is unacceptable. Sabotaging the experiment is apostasy. For your betrayal, your vital function will be terminated in the name of the Messiah of Discontinue. Greenish pulse of energy is born inside Pascal's augmentics and darts toward Neil like a furious lightning bolt. This is how you will do it? No. Okay. This green energy entangles Neil like a net, burning her true flesh, draining the life force from her augmentic and mechanical components. But she focuses her will and strikes back at Pascal with a pulse of her own. The rattling voice, no longer human, rages and roars like a forest fire. I refuse to recognize you as a messiah. I do not believe in you. That is your problem. You have always been too skeptical.
I'll make an example out of you.
Brace yourself.
Okay, what do we have here? Executioners, disciples, sharpshooters, Neil by herself with what? Flamer. Not good. Okay. What and how shall we do? I don't know, Pascal, move somewhere here. Run, Карася. Okay, let's start taking damage. Oh no! We're not taking any damages at the moment.
Wolf's Ray!
Okay, if I have...
None can do this better
Really?
than a warrior of the All-Father!
Yeah. If I have really good one, initiative. Yeah, I guess let's try and shit like that.
I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument! I will carve runes out of your bones!
Nice. Run and gun. We can do 7 more. 95% chance. Let's try.
Ray! Feel the icy bite of death!
Almost. Oh shoot. But you cannot shoot anymore, unfortunately. This guy is not dead, this guy is not dead, this guy definitely not dead. Okay, never mind. Yeah, stay here. Now! There will be a lot of... Okay, 13 damage is not a lot. Machine Spirit Absolute. Accumulated Protocol. He's doing what? Ow, 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 ow. Stop. Stop doing this. The recoil of this weapon is doubled and all of the targets dodged and carry on.
Negligible.
Yuri side by side. Stop moving me away from the circles, you freaks. Oh my good Pascal. Oh my god, Pascal. How happened to you? Oh, look at that.
Accepted.
Bunch of dead bodies. One, two, three, four. Yeah.
The order is
Maximum
clear.
we can do.
Understood. One less.
Okay.
I'll take it as a priority.
Reload.
Understood.
Do like that. And now, oh yeah, baby.
Naturally.
Let's see to it.
2, 3. Ward of the
But of
Emperor.
course, Lord Captain. I
Shield
won't
of the
object to
Emperor.
it.
Heal.
Let's see to it.
Now, move you here. Let's do some damage. Boom. And boom. Come on. Yeah, baby. Oh no. Let's go this way. You and yeah.
For the throne's glory.
Yes, this guy.
Emperor, protect me. Scorn the
That's
pain.
not a lot. Blessing of the machine, because this one is doing recoil and this one is reducing recoil. Now we have stopped.
Advancing. Request approved. I venerate you, machine spirits.
Dude,
Weak, yet iron knows no pain. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
High momentum.
ooh, look at that! What
Me?
we will be able to do
If you
right
insist,
now.
Lord
Oh
Captain.
my goodness. Someone is going to be in pain soon enough.
Who if not me?
Oops! Plus 500. Oh, again. We need to kill you again. Draws on the power of a charter. She gains 10 intelligence, 50% stock up 3 times. Pascal also gained 10 critical hit chance. Against her successful when Pascal hits with her, she loses all stacks of this effect. Fresh injury, all the stuff, yeah, okay.
Accept your
Asia.
lot.
You have some stuff to do, please. Let's
I
start
have
dealing
read
with
tomes
those
of
guys.
military tactics. If I
One.
may, as duty demands.
I know damage to you.
Isn't this a job for the
What's wrong with you? For each stack. 10 you have 10 deflection. Why? But why I cannot hit you? Okay.
Try to die with grace, at least.
Can we? No, it's not working on you. That's fine.
As duty demands.
We can do some more damage here.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And I guess I will finish you off with this one. I don't want you to move. Now
In
the
the
ground
name of
will have
House
some
Orselio,
additional
I
turns.
shall prevail. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And this guy is not receiving any damage. Okay.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Let's curse. Even some more. You.
If I may?
Will you move? Yeah, move closer, please. So that I will not run after you.
On it.
We had good amount of tactical advantages. Okay, one.
I'll make
Two.
it happen. Your end was inevitable.
And I
I'll
guess
see
like
to
that.
it first. Another enemy down.
Okay,
I'll
and
make
then
it
turn
happen.
here a little bit. 74, yeah, the same. Let's
It's
just
as
make
good
this
as
one.
done.
45, nice. Pascal, do better. Nice. We can even
I'll
heal
make
you.
it happen.
Like, ever since that. Ever since fucking that. And now we can
On it.
do even more. Oh my goodness. Solomon, yeah, here you go, bud. Oh yeah, those guys are. Yeah, we cannot do anything about this. Okay.
I'm
We
not
can just,
accustomed to being ordered
I
around.
guess, curse them a little bit.
I'll
guy
see
should
to
be
it personally. You never stood a chance.
Nice.
I refuse.
Can we?
Here's
shoot
my
this
perfect
guy?
moment.
Nice. I will not let you win. I will destroy this ship. Stop Thou shalt not create a schism. You shalt not suffer a headache. Neil have some really strange words. Like a hand of deity, the Mechanics extends over Neil's line, convulsing on the deck. I didn't want this tech system, but procedure must be completed. Farewell. His claws carefully remove a mantle should cover neural cogitator from Brass Whisper's head. The tech priest shudders and peace descends over her disfigured face. Take a closer look at Pascal. The tech priest looks the same as before, yet different. His morbid aura of martyrdom has given way to a calm and powerful halo of purposefulness. His mechanics move with the grace of an inscrutable dance. The scars left by loss and doubt have turned into dark threads on a radiant body. Confident is the next step. And his voice born in a nuclear front of a star and hardened in the cold of the interplanetary void. You did the right thing. She deserved it. Whether she deserved it or not matter. I did what was right because it was right. Yeah. You're right. I declare the period of ignorance over and will resume execution of the general algorithm. Integrity has been rehabilitated to the satisfactory degree. Memory access has been restored. I remember everything. Pascal turns to you and gives you a long look brimmed with quiet elation. Are you Amaranth? This statement is true. I carry within me his memory and his logical foundation. I am Amaranth. Thank you for the path we have walked. As Pascal bows, his thin shoulders seem to make an eternity that descend from the heights that his mind has sought to. And I'm sorry about what happened to Theodora. Did you know about Theodora? We were allies. She entrusted me with the studying of trophy she had obtained. We, Amaranth, discovered the basic ways of communicating with it. We developed a weapon-grade strain of tech blight for her. It terrified me, so I developed this antidote, Eschatos. The concept of the ultimate interruption of machine life. That was why every one of our shards was located so close to you and to the Von Valacios domain. We were continuing of her we were counting on her finding us and extending us her aid and protection. What are you, or what were you? A high form of intelligence, a collective of computation tool freed from the limitation of individualism and the aberration that stem from having a distinct personality, and at the same time the collective bound by the single set of principles that are of equal importance to all, being pure of faith in the Omnissiah and acting for the benefit of humanity. We were different. Each one of us considered the prospects of such an experiment, but I was the first to gain the resolve to attempt it. Neil joined the project to effect control over it. She regarded the experiment as dangerously close to a blasphemous act of creation. The Conclave had ordered her to end my research, but she became convinced of the possibility of its success. So he is not, he is not a clone. He is actually. Really damn interesting. Neil reinforced our union with the prudence of demands. Meticulous and reserved auditor, danger seeker. I strengthened our genius with the fairy faith of the warrior Tarsus in order to banish the shadows of false ideas. Axiomanta, who's teetered on the brink of becoming Malatek, was chosen by us for her loyalty to ruthless logic and her cold scrutiny, or indeed this dissection for our theories. Abel, refills Pascal's voice, our quiet genius, the caged genius of imagination, the abstract artist of code. His talent completed the collective and made it whole. Make us whole? Oh, no, that's a bad idea. What's next? What is the general algorithm? A judgment must be passed. Should the secret of a Chatos exist or shunned by as a false path? And should they exist? That is we, Amaranth. Amaranth was a union of 6 tech priests. All but few of them are dead now. How does Amaranth still exist? Everything Amaranth was at the moment of the disconnection has now awoken in my mind. We are at the point where we stopped, but the Amaranth collective was envisioned as dynamic structure. We need new minds. The collective can be replenished with worthy minds among those aboard the Hermeticon. Sincerity is present in their motives and face. They are intuitively capable of comprehending the notion of discontinuing cycle. Our collective memory can compensate the lack of knowledge and memory of rights. Restoration is possible, but the judgment must be passed first. What judgment are you leaning toward? The Amaranth Collective's experiment has demonstrated that shared consciousness is prone to flaws and individual ones. We failed to put our power to the right use. We destroyed ourselves, but that doesn't not mean our power was bad. We were bad, most of us. I'm leaning toward the idea that a Shatos must exist, but not in the hands of Amaranth Collective, in mine alone. We need a Shatos, but we also need Pascal. Pascal throws back his head, and the power brimming in his voice rushes forth like a flute. The tech priest's booming voice is heard through the ship, echoed by every vox speaker on every deck. I was once part of a great whole. I was once but one of many. We gleaned the horror that lay ahead, and we rebelled against it. Yet we proved unworthy of the knowledge revealed to us. Self-doubt drained our strength and made us hesitate, just as the elders, whose testaments we were following, hesitated. Our fear of change drove us, dogma paralyzed us, and made us waste precious moments when we could have altered destiny course. We fell apart, helplessly fleeing the dilemma, and in scattering we exposed our weakness to the world. We were consumed by madness and fanaticism, by depravity and paranoia. The old mistake will not be repeated. I, Pascal Huneman, will take the eternity of the power and shoot the eternity of the burden. and shoulder the eternity of the Bolden. I alone will preserve the great knowledge of Achatos and decide the fate of the cycles that will be discontinued. Though our fate is implacable, I, Pascal Honeyman, will follow my sense of duty and become the protector of my tech brethren, leading them into the future alone. Yeah, hive mind is not really great idea, you know, Pascal. That's not really a great idea. What's that? Less impact and energy damage when the suffers impact and energy damage suffers. Okay. When the uses machine spirit criminals, the intelligence is increased by 5 for each affected target until the end of the combat. Not bad. Use overcharge and plasma weapon that ignores enemy deflection and deals. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whenever the ally under the effect of the joint analysis ability hits the target with an exploit, against meh. Heavy, literally awful. Ooh. Okay. That's a huge upgrade. And this one will go. Okay, okay, Pascal. Some new stuff for you, my man. First of all, this one. Yeah. There you go. This one as well is really damn good. Overcharge and plasma weapon. Oh yeah, baby. 15 Medicaid can go. Eight levels of bleeding on the targets. Nah. Yeah, okay. Let's spot it. This one definitely will go on the slot. Those will go to cargo. This one Eldari. No, wait a minute. I'm not going to throw it away because we can give it to we have one in our party. Okay, this one will go to cargo. Okay, Pascal, have some new stuff on you.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
This fight was really damn easy. This is yeah. Oh, and another. Let me take this. That all is my. Oh, look at that. We have some stuff. Oh, just a little bit of heal. Oh, okay. Some more. Come on, open up, Sesame.
Operation successful.
No, okay. Will do.
Let us not dawdle.
Anything else? Yeah. Okay, with have to garrison. That was an interesting quest. Really damn interesting, but it's still my humble opinion. You must remember always, guys, that I'm not trying to influence you. I'm just saying my opinion. I cannot say that this quest was like wow. It's an interesting one, but everything concerning the Adeptus Mechanicus is not really that important. Personally, this is their own stuff that's going on, but yeah, okay, let it be. Your Lordship, we are observing a large squadron of Adeptus Mechanicus forces. Many of the ships are badly damaged. Judging by the position of the Sovereign of Omniscience, they are divided into groups. I dare say they are fighting not long ago. I'm picking up a signal from one of the ships. The ship is identified as Von Valasis Dynasty vessel. You have been hailed by a representative of Explorator Cognizance Fleet. Query is the statement that a new messiah has been created true? Is the statement that Amaranth unit no longer exists but the cycle will be discontinued true? Pascal, they wish to know if we fratricidal battle should continue. What do you think we should answer? Has arrived to correct the mistakes of his predecessors, mend the schism, and lead the cognizance into yeah. Tell them the statement is true. Pascal, true Messiah, has arrived to correct the mistakes of his predecessors, mend the schemes, and lead the cognizance fleet into the future. We're picking up an active vox exchange on encrypted frequencies between the explorator ships. Incoming message. Cognizance fleet praises the new Messiah. May the mistakes of the schism not be repeated. May the non-conformity be purged. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Okay, so we're fine now. All is good. Yeah, okay. I can only assume that all is good now. And the next quest, we need to go to Furibundo's system. Yeah. I guess we can go to Furibundo's. Yeah, not far from it. Yeah. How do we? Yeah, we have the road from the system. Hope nothing. Yeah, something happened. Armor melee range. Yeah. Let them do it by themselves. I'm not wishing to deal with all this stuff. We are going to travel here. Please no encounters. Holy gifts. Removed cargo. I was like, oh, I have holy gifts. Oh no, it's removed cargo. Okay. Anyway, before we will finish this episode, guys, I'm going to stand right in front of Pascal, I guess, because I would like to talk to him. Maybe he will say something interesting before we'll complete. Oh, you know what? Let's do it right away.
Thank you for your help in settling the issue of the Amonat Collective's existence. I will remember it.
That's good that you are going to remember it. What are you going to do now?
Act. Amonat pinpointed the problem of stagnation, but never mustered the courage to effect change. I will effect it. Alone.
You turned away from Nissa's creed. Was it worth it?
From the creed, yes. But not from the Omnissiah. The ancient norms have grown obsolete. What was once armor is now a prison. Mortal hands wrote the catechisms. Therefore, in the name of the Deus Mechanicus, a mortal hand may edit them.
I hope we're doing the right thing, actually. I like the boldness of your opinions.
The cage of digital vows is broken, and a freely judging mind cannot know fear.
What do you believe in now?
Only in the Omnissiah, the all-knowing, the all-comprehending. As I strive to get closer to him, I, too, am prepared to comprehend all, so that I may know all. The Deus Mechanicus gave us one sacred commandment, that of knowledge. The rest are artificial creations of mortal minds.
So you still believe in Omnisci, huh? Okay. I hope this is not the heresy. Changes sometimes changes are needed. So I hope we're doing fine. I believe we are done here.
This statement is false. This is only the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely correct, Pascal. I do like this guy in my retinue. Actually, I like this guy. Okay, guys. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.